Okay, I am live. Who's here? Who's here? Is it only me? Guys, I'm not gonna wait on you. You have to hurry up, chop chop. Okay. Yes! Sudeep, hello. Oh, hello, Safi as well. Hi, Safi. Okay, so now I've got two people, more than enough. I'm gonna start, and whoever is going to miss the beginning, going to regret it, is going to be recorded. So, anyways, today I have a surprise for you. I'm not alone. I'm not alone, and I have someone very special, very unique, in her way, because it's a surprise. It's going to be live now, and this person is a beautiful well-being coach and relationship as well. He comes all the way from Mexico to you. Oh shit, I just said he. So come up, Octavio.
Hello guys.
Hey everybody.
Hey everyone.
So today we are going to have, you're going to have extra credit, because it's not going to be an information or sharing from one person point of view. It's going to be two people point of view, which is plus plus. You know what I mean? So we are going to talk today about vulnerability. Actually, we didn't really plan anything in the beginning.
No, I mean, which is a topic that I love. I love it because as men, it's really hard to be open. You know, vulnerability for men are a sign of weakness. So can you imagine, like, to be a man, that you're supposed to be strong, but if you open yourself, you will be weak.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, do you agree, guys? I see a couple of men here. Do you agree? Do you feel like when you are crying that maybe you're weak and you have to hide your emotions?
yeah,
because
maybe we don't cry.
You don't cry?
No. I mean, I cry a lot.
Yeah.
But before, one day, that's the thing. One day I said to myself, this is the last time that you will cry. I was 16. I have 34 now.
Mm.
I was 16 and I started to cry. Because something really, really, really traumatic happens to me at that moment, and I said, no feelings. I will be this bastard, you know, like.
This badass, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And since then you didn't cry yet?
No, I started to cry like maybe like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Like something, again, the same pattern
Okay.
happens to me again and again and again. And at some point I broke myself. You know, I said I broke myself because it's your own path, your own things, you know. So I broke and I started to cry without control.
Did you like break yourself, or you broke through yourself? Like you started to dig deeper of the pattern that has been repeating itself over and over again, and you're like, okay, it's time, it requires attention now.
Yeah, at the beginning I didn't know about this work, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just a man, you know, like a really macho man, right? But one day, like, I think that there's people like me that we understand, or we start with this work just because you have to. There's no other way.
Yeah,
It's
when
not because you want. It's because there's no other way,
Mhm.
right? So I would say that I keep my emotions for all those years in my life, since I have memory. At one point it was too much that exploded,
Burst out.
like boom.
Mm.
So then I start with this healing process, and I start to open myself, and I start to feel better with myself. But like I told you before, maybe you're going to be like kind of weirdo. You are not going to be the regular man, because you're talking about your feelings and the things that happens to you. Because I think that we have filters in our mind. We have an idea and we want to share it. But then you're going to start to think about like, no, if I share this idea like this, maybe something bad is gonna happen or whatever. So you put your ideas in a filter, and at the end you're only going to say like this much.
This little, the fear of like speaking up, the fear of being judged, the fear
Yeah.
of being disliked or being rude or anything like that, all really goes back to vulnerability and how we are seeing each other. What kind of thoughts that entertained in our mind through these filters and how we are perceiving ourselves in the outside world. And I want to touch up on something very important that you have shared with me earlier. Guys, we didn't prepare for this, we just saved the topic. I had a little bit of notes on me that I may refer to back, but me and Octavio literally met like half an hour before this live, and we didn't plan to wear the same, but it came up like we're wearing black and white. Like
And if you have a question, just please.
Yes, please. I keep telling you guys, ask questions, because if you don't ask, I will not know what you want from me. You know what I mean? I'm doing my best by sharing this poll online and on stories on Instagram and stuff. I'm looking in two places because I'm live on Facebook here and I'm live on Instagram here. So whoever is on my Facebook, guys, go to my Instagram. I have so much engagement every day that you can get so much knowledge and information from there rather than just a weekly live here. And whoever is on Instagram, guys, engagement, ask me questions. That's how and when I know what you want from me, okay, or what you want to talk about. I will share with you a story very quickly that happened with me. And it happened a few weeks ago. I actually had this event with someone, okay? And this person was very, very important to me. And I had this feeling of guilt, feeling of having to send a message. I have to tell this person. I have to tell them how I feel. I have to tell them how sorry I am. I have to tell them how bad I feel, and I have to tell them how much I love them because they mean so much to me. And
you need to release at that time?
I needed to like express myself. I had this urge inside of me telling me that, okay, I need to go there and speak to them face to face and tell them how I literally feel. And then this happened, by the way, unplanned, and the very first question that I have been asked is, why you're here? What do you want to hear? What is your expectation from this? You're here for yourself. You're not here for anything else. And I was honest with myself and I said, yes, big portion of it for myself. But why? Why did I want to really talk and express myself, and what did I want to really hear from this person? So here is the thing. When we do these things, when we really want to desperately share what we want to share, it's like we're trying so hard desperately to change somebody else's point of view of us. We're trying to be loved. We're trying to be accepted. We're trying to belong and hear that, okay, I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you, a genuine sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't give you the attention. We expect to have some specific and type of acceptance and love and care from outside of us by just trying to convince this person so desperately, please understand me. And it's exhausting, guys.
Yeah, and maybe it's not gonna happen.
Yes.
It never is going to happen.
Yes, exactly.
So I mean, with this point, it's really, I love this point. You know, I will share a little bit of my experience. So at the beginning of my relationships, I used to have my boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I used to say, okay, my girlfriend needs to follow these rules.
Mm-hmm.
So if you follow these rules, I'm going to be happy, you're going to be happy, and we're going to have a really beautiful relationship. And yeah, I just did it, you know. One day that relationship ends, I was so depressed. And one day, I asked to myself, like, why she left? Why she left? Like, you did everything for her. You put like you make so much effort for her. Like, you was the teacher. You know, like I was thinking, yeah, you was the teacher. You show her a lot of things. But one day I said, okay, let's be empathic, because we think that we're empathic, but maybe we are not that enough, right? We are not enough. So I said, okay, I will be the girl. I will meet Octavio, and I will listen what he have to say to me at the beginning of my relationship.
How did you do that?
Like alone in my place, you know.
Looking in the mirror, like?
Yeah, I mean in my meditations, you know.
Oh,
like
okay.
Meditating, I said, okay, let's turn the ball. Let's be the opposite.
So by meditating, were you visualizing the whole scenario?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sitting
And
down.
I visualize my mind.
Mm.
I mean the mind of Octavio
Okay.
and the mind of a new girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to say like all the girls, and we have this system, all the girls or all the men are the same. No, bro. We are like so unique and we are so different. So I said,
I agree.
why always end it like that? Why all the time like it doesn't work if you're perfect, right? Because yeah, I used to say like I'm perfect, like, you know. So one day I said, okay, let's hang out with Octavio. Let's start a relationship with Octavio. So when Octavio read all the rules, all the boundaries, it was a fucking jail. Like, oh, okay, so it means that I need to follow all these rules in order to be with Octavio. So obviously, since the beginning, I'm going to feel stress because I need to follow these rules.
Mm-hmm.
Other way, Octavio is going to be really upset.
And I will never be myself.
I will never going to be myself. So I said, whoa. She was really in love of me.
To accept this all.
Exactly. I said, oh my gosh, what I did to accept this for years and years and years, and to say, yes, Octavio, like whatever you want. And I said, like, oh my gosh, I used to say that I was an open mind guy. Wasn't true. And to realize, to open my mind and go back in my life, I said, like, oh my gosh, what I did to these girls, what I did to myself as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to realize that I need to open myself to the feminine side.
Oh, share more, please.
I said, okay, let's be a girl
Mm-hmm.
in my mind, right? Let's be in the other side. Girls need to accomplish a lot of things in their life. They need to be beautiful, they need to be smart, they need to be good enough, they need to be really nice wives, or a lot of standards.
Yeah, yeah.
And guess what? Men's as well. We need to be really strong, we need to provide, we need to build, we need, you know. So at some point there's two people, men, girl, like whatever, that we are stressed already, because we need to accomplish all these things. And if at some point you are not, you don't have these points, you will feel like, let's say that we are like a building, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if your base is broken,
It's not solid.
it's not solid.
Yeah.
So you will start a relationship, but you're not solid,
Yeah.
and the other person are not solid.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I start to say, okay, how girls, how they think, how they react, how they feel, because I don't know. I'm a man. Hello, I'm a man. I would say, oh, girls are like that. No, bro, you don't know how girls are, because you are not a girl. But you can work. You can start to open yourself and ask. That's why this
And
is
you
really
shall
cool.
receive.
This is really cool because there's like different points, and I love to share with the feminine point, because I don't know anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I start to open myself a little bit more. I start to share, to work with girls. Most of my clients are girls.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, because they are more open.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, if I want to have a relationship, at some point I need to think like a girl. I need to be empathic, not to think to be empathic, how they feel, because men, we don't have feelings.
Yeah, between
We don't-
brackets,
we-
of course.
we-
You don't have
We
feelings,
don't
guys,
have feelings.
right?
We don't have feelings. We are strong.
Yeah, you're the macho of
We
the
are,
whole
we're,
thing.
yeah, even if you are open, and you say like, no, I'm really open, but I don't cry, I don't feel like, I don't like, no. You are professional drawing your emotions.
Mhm.
Because we're still being humans. Maybe we have different systems, you're a girl, I'm a man, but as humans beings, we have almost the same brain, the same feelings, the same beliefs, almost the same. So we have the same emotions, but what is an emotion about? What is an emotion? When you have like something that triggers you, what is your body feeling?
What are you emotionally charged with? What is emotion is literally something related to an event, and correct me if I'm wrong, related to an event that happened in the past probably, and you have proper feelings towards it that it's charged from previous, like for example, if you get beaten by a spider, the moment you see a spider after getting beaten from a spider is that you go into to have the whole the adrenaline rush into your body, remembering the first time that you got beaten from a spider.
Yeah.
Even though the spider is far away from you and didn't even touch you. So you've got this emotional charge inside of you, showing you what kind of things that you didn't really work on. Phobia, for instance.
Yeah, and I think like that's a really nice example of all the traumatic events that happens in your life.
So measure spiders to everything that happened to you emotionally that it doesn't exist outside of you, like abuse, like suppression, like hurt, fear, anger, resentment. All of these feelings are literally just suppressed inside of us, and if we don't work on it, it's going to remain there. And as Octavio mentioned before, if you don't have a solid platform for yourself to bring and attract the right relationship for yourself, you're going to attract the same soft, not solid platform from the other person. So for Octavio's case, if he didn't work on himself, he's going to bring a fragile, not solid relationship to attract himself, because we vibrate on the same level. And if you're vibrating high, it's not possible that you bring someone into your life and attract them that they are vibrating low. But measure this and determine and see the quality of the relationships in your life by how you are vibrating and how much of positive people in your life, and what kind of things that you want to really hear from somebody else, or what kind of things you're hearing anyways. And going back to vulnerability, when it comes to that, I figured out, and when I sat with myself from the previous example, I found out that what I really needed is just seeking attention from somebody, seeking acceptance from somebody, something that I felt guilty for. And what I had to say to myself is so exhausting, really, to explain yourself and try to make someone understand your point of view. Try, especially when they are so special and they mean so much to you. It takes so much effort, it takes so much energy and time for you to make them understand you. And as Octavio said, it never happens because we're different. And you cannot control anybody's point of view of yourself or of anybody else. That's actually not fair for yourself, because whoever you're trying to convince or make them change, you have no control over that. What you have control over is yourself. You can control yourself. You can control the behavior towards it. You can control why, and ask yourself the right questions, why you wanted to hear this, because mostly what we do is seeking outside validation. And this is when we're feeling so vulnerable in the wrong way, that we need this attention, we need this person to say something to us nice, we need this relationship, we need this money, we need all of that, and we forget about us. So what I would say is, the best thing that we can do is let it be as it is. Surrender. Surrender to the idea that this person is not going to understand you the way it is, and don't even force it. Don't even try so hard on making it. Try on being yourself, becoming who you are, and accept yourself the way you are. And this connection really is not about this person. It's mostly about the connection between yourself and the previous version of you that is seeking out attention to be healed. Some parts of you needs to be healed and seeks attention.
Yeah, and it's really important, like, to be open and to be vulnerable, to accept that you need to find, I'm not going to use I will say fix, but to find what happened in your life and to transform that traumatic experience in a lesson. It's not trauma, or let's change it and let's say that, okay, that was my lesson. But because if you don't accept that you have a problem, there's no problem.
Yeah.
So where is the problem? There's no problem. So you need to be open, you need to be vulnerable, and from my perspective as well, everything it's about love. That's why I start to be open, to be vulnerable. One day I was talking with one of my friends, like a really macho man, you know, and I was thinking, I was saying, bro, like, yeah, like he was laughing, kind of joking, Latino thing, you know, we joke like that. And I said, like, yeah, bro, I really want to have a beautiful relationship. I'm not saying that everything is going to be perfect, but I want, like, to build a beautiful relationship. I want to end my day. I want a partner for my life, you know. I want a partner. And he told me, yeah, like, you're right, like, I want it too. And I said, oh, you're a macho man and you're saying, so you have feelings. You want someone to follow you the rest of your life, right? Both we want it in a different ways. So I said, okay, if I don't open myself, if I don't share my feelings, how come I'm going to attract? How come I'm going to vibe high in order to attract that person? It's not gonna happen. If I'm living my life with this armor, with this mask, you know, like the mask, like I don't have feelings, or like what, he or she, they will never going to see my real truth.
No, no one will.
No one. So you need to be open. You need to open yourself. You need to share from the deepest of your emotions and to say, yeah, this is me. I'm like this. So that's the only way to find the correct person for you. And like you said, right? One day I asked to myself, why they don't understand, why this person don't change, you know, like, first I said, okay, they don't need to change, because they will ask the same, hey, Octavio, you need to change. What you will say, no, I don't want to change. So that is going to bring, like,
a conflict,
you know,
like,
yeah. Then I said, okay, you know that you are going to be yourself, I'm going to be myself, we are not going to try to change each other. But why we still, you know, with some... So first, we born in different places, different years, different everything. And even one word, the meaning, for you, it's really different.
For you, it's absolutely opposite.
Like the opposite. Let's give an example. Like, let's say, like, honor, right? Like, honor. What is honor for you? What is honor for me? The definition,
completely opposite.
Exactly, it's going to be really different. So every word that we are going to use is going to be different. Like
it's like the peace sign. The peace sign that we have, you know, it's actually considered as a swearing sign in Ireland and Iran. It's like the middle finger, like the V sign with those two fingers. It's like literally. So you could just say peace, and the someone else say like fuck.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like these memes that you will see one perspective and he's using the finger, right? The bad finger.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this, you know, can look like the bad finger,
Oh yeah.
but if I turn my, it's something different, right?
Yes.
So it's matter of perspective. We need to understand that even if we are trying to say something really, really beautiful, I can hurt you.
The earth is flat. Now you hurt me.
So the only thing is to be vulnerable, to open yourself, to share from your heart, right? And yeah, because your heart and your soul is more open, you are more vulnerable. Let's say
Yeah.
like more things can affect you
Yes. If you allow them to.
if you allow them.
Yes.
So you need to work on that. I mean, the things that I can say from my perspective, what helps me first. I said, okay, like maybe people are going to judge you, criticize you because you are more open, you are different, you are kind of like
Take it as a weak point, or
oh,
he's so
that
soft.
happens to me. Ooh, that's a really really good point. Happens to me a lot. Like, oh, you are so soft, like
You're so sensitive.
yeah, you are so sensitive, you are so emotional, and I said like, bro, like
You have no idea how fucking strong and strength that this required to be vulnerable and open up actually. So if you have someone doing this, it means that they have the balls to do that.
yeah, because I got this from at the beginning from some girls that I used to date. I don't know, you will watch a beautiful movie, right? Like emotional movie, romantic movie, and you will cry. Because you have emotions. First, that was happening to me in my mind that day. This is an example. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I wanna cry because yeah, I have this movie is really beautiful, and I have my traumas, and it reminds me my ex, and I need the feel of cry, because cry is release.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a date with a new girl. So I said like, fuck it. They need to know me like I am. I'm not going to be like someone else. I need to be myself, and this is myself right now. So I start to cry. And she saw me, and I was thinking like, oh my God, she will say like, oh, that this is really beautiful. You are so open. You are so emotional, romantic. She started to laugh.
Like
she
what I'm
told me,
doing
oh
now.
my God, you are so soft. Like how come me, even that I'm the girl, I didn't cry.
I'll tell you why. This is our own model of the world. This is the perception that we were talking is projection, or the perception of everyone's different from another. So basically, she just so hardwired and believes so much with the program that she's been fed that a man cries is so weak.
Yeah.
And I am stronger than him because he's crying and showing his emotions. What kind of a mushy, soft man that I'm going out on a date with?
Exactly.
Instead of literally the opposite. But
And it's exactly the opposite. Like you said, you don't know what you need to have in order to say, I don't care what people think about me, I will share this.
And a question though, wasn't it that easy for you to hold it? It was harder for you to release it?
At the
Or-
beginning, at the beginning.
Like in this scenario, wasn't it just easy to hold it and act like you're the macho here?
I mean,
As so many men do?
I mean, it's more easy to be the macho, to hold it, and yeah,
Act like
act like
nothing.
nothing happens.
But then with between yourself,
This is the thing. This is the thing that I discovered. Why men, when they are they have like some kind of frustration,
mm-hmm.
why they act with anger, with power? What they start like to raise their voice? Why they start to become more aggressive? Why we act like this?
Defensive mode.
Defensive mode, like, oh, you're crazy.
I have to hide.
You
behind-
cry a lot, you're crazy.
Mm.
No, I don't want your emotional things. I think that you're crazy, right? So what happened with men? Why we love to fight? Why we love these sports? You know, like fighting sports, because we don't have other way to take out our emotions.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
100% a fact. This is 100% true. I'm so frustrated that when I want to explode, or I want to release something, the only way that I know, because this is my education and this is my belief system, punch, war.
Release it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's why men act like that. Okay, I'm upset. All the time they are upset. I used to be upset all the time. But you need to be vulnerable to understand why you are upset all the time.
Absolutely.
Because since the beginning of time, you used to hold it for years and years, just stacking emotions for years.
Where do you think
years
these
and
emotions
years.
are going out when you suppress them? Where?
They're still there. All the-
Lead to dis-ease later on if you don't let
Yeah.
them go.
So that's why for me it's really important right now to release, because I don't want to have these feelings inside. It's so horrible. I mean, even men, we have it, but we are not going to accept it because it's weakness, right? So it's really hard to make this work. Yeah, you will get from my perspective. I got a lot of comments like really positive, but at the other ones, which is like, oh, you are so feminine, you are so sensitive, you are emotional. I don't want to hang out with you because you look more like the girl than me. And yeah, I need to be brave enough, because this is me. And I put myself in a box for so many years in my life. I wasn't me for so many years in my life. And when I open that box, when I open my own jail and I breathe, I start to feel free for the first time in my life. So I will never going to put me in that box again. So it doesn't matter what people think about me, like blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be open. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to have my both sides, the feminine, the masculine. Yeah.
When it's needed and when it's needed.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
the
course.
balance out of it.
Of course, you can use both.
One of the most beautiful ways to live a healthy lifestyle, to balance your masculine energy and your feminine energy together. It's one of the most important, not the most important ever. I'm not even joking, guys.
Yeah, and for me as a relationship coach, it's really important that both sides, doesn't matter the gender, they need to know about these sides, the feminine, the masculine.
For women as well, yes.
For
sure.
women as well, because they need to be empathic with us. Something that I want to say, please, let's stop this war. What war? Men's against girls and girls against men.
The game you play.
Yeah, like please stop, because we are hurting each other. We are hurting each other. I listen a lot, like, oh no, all the men are like that. And men like, oh no, all the girls are like this. And we are playing in a game that doesn't make sense. We are hurting each other. Both sides we want it for real.
I met one girl, I remember, it was 2 months for me being here. And then I was seeing someone at that time. And then she's like, oh, you're so lucky, you met someone, you're seeing someone, and he's so nice, he's so gentle with you, and then she said, it's so hard to find someone here. I'm like, oh, interest. It's so hard to find a relationship. It's so hard to find someone that does this for you, and that's why I'm lucky. And I'm like, excuse me, for how long you've been here? And she just said, oh, I've been here for 2 months. I'm like, oh, and where did this come from? Did you hear it over and you kept repeating it? But that's the thing, people creating the realities from other people's suggestions.
Yeah.
They hear a suggestion from someone, they take it, adopt it, and embody it as it's their own reality.
Yeah.
How the hell do you know? How on earth do you know that relationships are so hard, or it's not easy
Yeah.
to find someone when you're here only 2 months?
Like you say, exactly, you create your own reality. So words are spells, right? And if you say,
I like that.
if you say like all the men are the same, they will be the same, but not because they will be the same, because in
You
your
attract.
mind, you are going to create that reality. Even if they are really different, maybe you will have like a man from Mexico, another guy from Australia, let's say.
Yeah.
They are really different.
Yeah.
They belong to other places like extremes. They are not the same, obviously. But your mind are going to create something. You are going to create your reality, and you will say like, no, these two men are the same.
The old cheat. All men cheat. The most beautiful word women say.
And no, like the real thing is, it's like we want it. We want it so bad as well. Men, we want to have this beautiful and open relationship. We want to have our partner in crime. We want to have like
Grow
my
all
best
together.
friend. Yeah,
Yes.
we want it.
Yes.
But we don't know, we don't know how to share. Most of the men, because they are not open, they are not vulnerable, they don't know how to share feelings. So that's why I'm saying, let's stop this war. You know, if you don't understand the person that you have in front, don't try to change it. Don't try to awake these people, this person. Sorry, like.
Just talk.
Just
Communicate.
talk. Exactly. And yeah, like it's not anyone's fault. You know, don't blame anyone. Accept reality. If you love someone in unconditional way, it means that you don't need to change anything.
Exactly.
They are like that.
The perfect the way they are.
Exactly. You accept it, cool. If you don't want it, cool. But don't blame anyone because she or he is like that. We need to wear their shoes since the beginning of time to know why they are like that or why they act like that.
Why they do the things they do, basically.
So the only way to do all this work and process to be
Accepting yourself.
accepting
first.
yourself, being vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and to say, yeah, take out all your masks, you know, because that's not you. And start like really slow. If for you as men, it's not easy to be vulnerable, to open your emotions, start really slow. You know, like
Love it. Yeah.
little by little, and one day you will cry, one day you will have fun, so much fun. One day you can share a really beautiful talk with your girl or man or whatever. You know, can you imagine to have this beautiful talk for hours and hours, watching the sky and the stars and the moon? Both we want that, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But you know, it's matter of
Obstacles, fear, boundaries, all of this. So the moment you are being vulnerable with yourself, the moment that you're not seeking any attention from anywhere outside, the moment you sit down with yourself and say, okay, I did this because this part of me was unhealed, and mostly not because of the connection with this person, but rather with the connection between myself and the other unhealed part of me, and it all goes back mostly to a childhood-like relationship,
Everything
like
needs-
parents or siblings
or
or
friends,
friends, even when you were little. So all of reality has been created at that young age, and you start embodying it and suppressing it inside. And as Octavio said, he stopped crying since he was 16. But then a big event, same event, came to him
The
again,
same one.
showing up what he needed to work on. So instead of beating yourself up and being so hard and being an asshole to yourself, accept yourself the way you are. Learn the lesson. You're not broken, you are loved. You are loved, you are accepted, you are a beautiful, perfect outfit of yourself just the way you are, and you are getting to change by loving yourself unconditionally before thinking of loving anyone else unconditionally, because you can't really love anyone
That's the
unconditionally.
thing that I want to share. Sorry that I interrupt you. That's
Yes,
it,
go ahead.
because otherwise,
I think like we say 40 minutes, but it's already 40 minutes, but we're
So,
going past it.
first, like you say, love yourself. That's the first step, to learn how to love yourself unconditionally. That's the first step. So you cannot have a relationship if you don't love yourself. And I heard this a lot, specifically in Bali, from men and girls, that all are the same, right? We talk about this, all are the same. I've been waiting so long to someone who makes me happy. No, that means that you need to work a lot on you.
When you say, if you say this, if you say I need someone to complete me, I'm looking for my other half, I'm
No,
waiting for
no,
someone to make me
no.
happy, then
You need to be the whole person. Yeah, we are going to have like child wounds or like something to fix or to understand. We are going to have that, but no one have the responsibility to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
No one.
Mm-hmm. Learn when to walk away, even if it hurts. To love yourself. Yes,
Oh,
Javier is
that.
an amazing coach, and he's probably going to join us later in our
Yeah.
next live.
What's
Hey,
up, bro?
Javier, thank you for
What's
your
up, bro?
input. It is the modern society. There is too much conflict already. Yes, unfortunately, and
You know, I used to be really gangster when I was young in Mexico. You know, I used to be in the corner with my friends, smoking, drinking. Like I used to be like a really badass. You know, what I'm.
This is like the expression of a man to become badass, to smoke, drink. Yeah.
Exactly. I was there and I was so proud of it.
Okay.
And then can you imagine like to be vulnerable, to be the opposite, to be everything that you suppose like never been? But I will tell you this way it's so much better. My life changed so much. I'm more happier, I'm more peaceful, sorry. I have everything that I want.
Within you.
Yeah.
No need for any other half to
So-
complete him. No need for any other half
No.
to make him happy. No need for any other half to accomplish whatever he wanted to, because he's content the way he is, and he accepts himself the way he is,
Accept my weirdness.
and he accepts himself the way he is, and he is embracing it. He's so unique in his own way. If you like, guys, I'm going to share his contact if you'd like to connect with him after the live, and you can see how he is so unique, weird in his own way, minding his own business. As long as he's not hurting anybody else, he's living his life, and he is accepting himself the way he is, which is beautiful. This is where people really afraid to stand out because they don't want to be judged. I had this question a couple of days ago on my Instagram. What are you afraid of most when you're putting your boundaries? But that's another topic. We're going next week to be live talking about boundaries. But the majority of things that we are doing or we're not doing really is just the fear of being judged.
Yeah.
It's just the fear of being ridiculed or being disliked or not belonging or not setting the example that the society is telling us this is the best example and the most beautiful way that you can look like, otherwise you will be like a weirdo.
Yeah, when you lost the fear to be judged, your life will change.
Drastically.
Yeah, completely. So, yeah, lose the fear. Lose the fear.
And at the end of the day, guys, who goes to bed with you apart from yourself? You're the one who goes to bed with yourself. You're the one that living with yourself. You're the one in this body. You're the one to decide what to accept, what to take, what kind of feelings that you want to share.
And what would say to you the last day of your life?
Treat your day the last day of your life.
I mean, yeah, what you would say to you your last day of your life.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Mm.
Let's let's think about it. You know, it's my last time on earth. I will close my eyes forever. So I will go back in my life and I will ask to myself, you was happy? You live your dream life? Or you was living the dream of other ones?
Mm.
Just
Very,
because you
very
was
important.
afraid of. So don't be afraid. Live your life.
Or the loss of somebody they love, and they feel that if they don't keep doing the same things they do, the same effort they are doing, everything that they are doing, they are going to lose this person. Their phone will go off and no messages for days and weeks. They are going to not to be able to express the love that they have, and they're gonna lose it because it doesn't exist. The only thing that makes this relationship exists is probably the attachment that they had towards it, because this is not love. So become vulnerable with yourself. Love yourself the way you are. Learn the lesson from every single event that you have in your life, and embody who you are. Express yourself freely without a single care of how people will think of you. Us coming live, the first time for me to come live, it was quite nervous moment, and I was like swearing, and I was like, oh my god, what they gonna say, what am I gonna say, maybe I don't have anything to say, la 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 la, and the monkey mind started to jump from a branch to branch, a tree to a tree. But look at me, and you're no different from me, guys. You're no different from Octavio. We're humans. We just, what coaches? Hello. What is it? People don't know the other side of awaken the beautiful human inside them. Oh, this is very beautiful. Hello, Hadi. I'm so happy to see you here, my love. She's a beautiful, beautiful coach as well. I love you both. We love you too, Habib.
We love you guys.
So, basically, remember that you're doing the best you can with the knowledge and the learning you have. And the moment you go to bed, say thank you. I did the best I can. You're the one living with your own conscience. You're the one who's accepting yourself the way you are. So be kind on yourself. Don't have to really prove somebody else that you're perfect, somebody else that you're good. You don't have to do this. Just do it for yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to say something really, really
Go
strong
for it. Go for it.
hard.
Yes, please.
But even like you said, don't try to prove even to your family.
Yeah, it could be very hard for so many people, but actually this is the base, I would say. This is the core of the problem. When you're trying to be somebody else for your family, sometimes you're not even aware that you're doing it because it's so subconsciously driven.
And I'm saying this because of myself, For me it was really hard to say, hey family, so sorry, but I need to follow my own path in life. And I need to be really, really different. I'm not going to be a lawyer, I'm not going to be a doctor, I'm going to be myself. So it's not that easy, but at some point you need to cut. Not for everyone. But
I did the same with my family. I had to cut cords with my family. It was a very toxic relationship between the both of them.
And it's hard because it's your family and you love them.
Well,
and they love you as well.
It is very hard, and it's not easy to be done. And usually people having the feeling of guilt and the fear of, no, they are my parents, I cannot, no matter how bad they are, no matter how toxic they are to my life, I have to be with them because they are my parents. You don't have to keep them in your life. Love them unconditionally and let them be as they are, as long as they are away from your life to influence you in a way or another. You can still keep the contact. You can still check on them. You can still send them so much healing energy and love via the universe. But protect yourself. There is a video, like the safety video on aircraft, they say, when they have the emergency video, in case of oxygen drop in the cabin, oxygen mask will drop down. So what you need to do is put on your mask first before helping others. And in this video is really showing you a man and his son. And this man is putting his mask, because if The man doesn't have enough oxygen. He won't be able to help himself, nor the sun. So you need to be really protective over yourself and over your energy. You need to be very honest with yourself. Be vulnerable. Be yourself. Do not care about anything outside of you apart from yourself. And guys, if you have, especially nowadays, these timings are so critical. These timings are so challenging for so many of us. There are so many challenges. There are so many depression and stress around the world. It exists. It's real. It's there. Instead of just denying it, instead of just neglecting it, instead of just sulking on it and talking to the wrong person, talk to a professional. I offer 20 minutes free consultation. Talk to me. Use this. I'm offering it for you. PM me. Talk to me. If you don't feel like online, or if you don't feel like a female, you have Octavio here. Talk to him. He has a beautiful program as well. And we can just share and spread and guide you the way you want to be. Talk to somebody else. Talk to another professional that you know. Talk to someone you trust that you know that they are going to be able to help you break through this.
Yeah, break that wall, because there's a lot of people that they want to share, they need help, but we don't ask for help. It's really hard for some people to ask for help. It's really hard to open yourself and to say, hey, hi, like, guess what? I need help.
Yeah,
lose that fear, because
important.
it's fear. It's fear. Lose that fear. Just ask. It's really easy to send a PM. Hey, please, like, I was listening to you, and I have this situation in my life. I don't know you, but I need from you. Guys, open yourself. We need help. That's the real thing.
Can you please share your Instagram to people?
Oh, my Instagram is Octavio Ventura. Okay, like Octavio Ventura, A at the end. So you will see a lot of things I post as I have a lot of topics, right? Most of my topics are for relationships and like building a really beautiful relationship, or how to overcome to a breakup, which is not easy, you know. So I share about this.
Very helpful.
I have my program, and as well I have my fitness program.
Amazing. So it's physical, mental.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You know, like if you want to feel better with yourself, in my case, you know, I said, okay, I need to feel better with myself. What I have to do, my body. Okay, I got the body, but what else? Mind. Okay, mind. What else? Soul. Right? So you need to connect with yourself. You need to be really aligned with yourself. You know. Because one of my goals in life is just to be more happy every day and to have more peace every day. That's my
goal. Health,
like health, you know. And yeah, just write me, DM me, PM me, whatever.
I will write down his contact so you can guys in the comments. So if you go to the comments, you will find his contact on Instagram and also on Facebook, guys. If you feel more like open to talk to a man rather than a woman, or if you're open to talk to a woman rather than a man, you know my Instagram already because you're there. For those who doesn't really know my Instagram just yet, it's Mahi Amin. It's its.Mahi Amin. Okay, I hope to see you there. Ask questions, and the guy is like moving the leaves from outside. Is a bit loud probably, and we're going. We were supposed to go for 40 minutes, but it's like an hour already, which I'm very happy. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much.
And watch my YouTube, guys, my YouTube channel. Go Mahi Amin, and you'll find so many videos, so many insights. And check and text me so you can get a free consultation for 20 minutes, and we can work from there. Alright, I'll leave you now. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Probably people in Dubai, you're going to start your day already. It's like 12 p.m. or something. Yeah, almost 12. So have a wonderful afternoon, guys. And let me know whatever you want to ask or whatever topics that you want
See
to
you
talk
next
about
time,
later.
guys.
See you next time. Bye bye. Let's close this one first and then go to people. And hey, still there. Thank you for showing up, Habil. Thank you for everyone showing up and taking the time to invest in themselves with free knowledge and sharing in there.
Yeah, because that's other topic. Invest in yourself. What is to invest in yourself? For me, it was really hard, huh?
Really?
Even to pay for the dentistry. The first time that I paid by my own, like not my parents, I said like I was like that. I will spend this money in a dentistry. I prefer to spend this money obviously in alcohol.
Yeah, people spend money on alcohol. Sometimes they spend so money on their physical appearance, so they sign up for a gym and not a coach or a psychiatrist or a professional help.
So the first time that I did it, when I came out from the dentistry, I said like, oh my god, this is really
Victory.
cool. Like, yeah, like I feel like a grown up. You know, like I feel for the first time like, oh yeah, I control my life. Yeah, what is next? Psychology.
Ooh.
I will spend this money. I don't believe in psychologists. I'm a psychologist as well. I don't believe in this thing, but people say that it's really cool. Okay, let's invest. I invest in that, and I say like, oh my gosh, like whoa.
The best, I swear, it's the best investment I have ever invested in myself, on my mental health. I couldn't recommend it more, guys. But so many people don't have this culture. They don't have this mindset. They'd rather just invest in the distractions they have.
Yeah, when I hear like, oh no, this is too expensive, like that coaching are so expensive. And I say, the first question that I make is like, first I will ask like, how much do you spend in the club? You will go to the club, you will ask for the bottle, the most expensive one, and how much for that bill? How much will be? Like,
yeah.
So it's not expensive. Just you need to organize, you know, what is your
priority.
Your priority, exactly. And bro, I prefer to spend like, I don't know, like doesn't matter how much, you know, if it's for my mental health, I would love to, you know.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Indeed.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But when you just start open up first, bit by bit, you will get there. You will know how important it is. You will know how life-changing it is. And you will transform. Excuse me. You will transform from there. Your mindset will transform. You will see a drastic change in your whole life. So, guys, invest in yourself the right way, not the, how do you call it? The distracting way that people used to
because that's a distraction.
Of course.
I would say it's just the placebo, right?
But not even working. Like the placebo most of the time works. This is a nocebo that most of the time doesn't work. So guys, we're gonna leave you now. Thank you for joining. We love you so much, and I'm so happy that you were here.
See you next time, guys.
Thank you.
No. Yeah.
You're amazing.
You're amazing.
Okay, let's do this one. How to end it? How to end it? I forgot.
I think
By closing, right?